Okay, Mother's Day is coming up in 3 weeks. So let's talk about that a little bit. If you haven't made plans yet, now is the time. This is for dog moms, okay? Dog moms are moms too. They get to have Mother's Day just like everybody else, especially the ones that do the majority of the care for your dog. Okay? So if you have not made plans yet, you have like 3 weeks. So let's talk about it and let's get you on the right path. Okay. And for all of the other dog moms that are listening, if you can pop in the comments, like if I kind of hit the nail on the head, let them know if there's things that I missed or if there's things that I haven't included that you would prefer. Put it in the comments so that they can read it and like let's try to set them up for success, because I do genuinely want to give the benefit of the doubt to the guys that want to do things and they just don't know, they haven't been taught, and they're just a little lost. Okay, so let's try to help them. Okay, so the first thing that you're gonna need to keep in mind is that one, there's going to be some nuance to this because not every woman is the same. Not every woman's going to prefer the same things. Okay. And because of that, number two is you're going to have some open discussions with her now to figure out what she wants. But when you do that, you're going to be doing it to get feedback, which means you need to do the majority of the work and at least have two pre-prepared plans that you are presenting so that she can choose A or B or give you input on one or the other that she'd prefer. So she is not doing the majority of the mental labor there. You are. Okay. Now, for the most part, there's going to be two ways you can go about this, like two general paths, if you will. So one would be that she prefers to stay home with her family and be with you and the dog and do something together, versus she would like to have some alone time and have a day pre-planned for her to do things that support her, that she enjoys, that she can do alone. Now, for either one, you're still going to want to do breakfast in bed for her, okay? And so for that, you're also going to want to do two choices. Now, if you know things that she likes, then you might have an easier time with this. But as a blank staple that you could try as two options, if you really don't know, you're going to go to her and you're going to say, hey, Mother's Day's coming up and I'm going to do breakfast in bed for you. I had two different ideas for breakfast and I'm not sure what you would like. So my ideas were to either do some scrambled eggs and some toast and some fruit and some orange juice, or maybe a mimosa if you would prefer that. Or I was thinking maybe a breakfast sandwich and some breakfast potatoes, or some fruit and also the same thing, or some water. I was hoping you could let me know which of those you would prefer. That way she can happily give you the input on what she would prefer. And even if she wanted eggs, she could tell you like, oh, egg sounds good, but can you do over easy? Or can you just do some hard-boiled eggs instead? And you can be like, perfect. I love to hear that. I can gladly do that for you, because that's really not that much thought she has to give into everything else, right? But it'll be catered to her. And even if she's a little annoyed that you're asking, right now it's still 3 weeks ahead of time. Like, it's almost a month, honestly, when you think about it in terms of like time span. So she has plenty of time between you having asked her and clarified and actually doing the thing, that by the time it comes to when you're actually doing the thing on the day, it's going to feel different than if you had asked her like the day before, right? Because you stuck to it and you took all the time ahead of time to prepare and plan, she's going to appreciate that. Like, most women are going to be genuinely so happy that you're doing that, okay? But you're going to do a little extra because of her being a dog mom, okay? Bear with me. You're going to go to the store and you're going to get a card. Doesn't generally matter too much. Find something cutesy though. Doesn't have to be dog related, but if you can find one, perfect. Now, you're going to go online, find a cute little like Mother's Day dog message. You can Google any variety of things and write that in there. If you're extra sloppy with the handwriting, it's extra cute, but still make it legible, okay? Try to make it legible. And then you're going to take your dog and you're going to get like some pet safe ink or paint, and you're going to have them put the little paw print on the card. And you're going to include that with breakfast. I promise you. It's going to be that little extra thing that's going to make her happy. It includes the dog. So even if she doesn't do a lot of the stuff with the dog, like I can guarantee that she still wants a relationship with that dog, values the relationship she has, loves the dog, and she's going to feel so included in being a dog mom just from that card. Okay, so do that. Now the next part, like I said, is going to be a little nuanced because it's going to depend on her preferences a little bit. And so once again, you're going to get feedback, but you're going to pick one of the two options. Now, like I said, if you kind of know some of the stuff that she likes to do, or she might have already told you something that she'd like to do, and all you have to do is just clarify if that's something she specifically wanted to do for Mother's Day. But honestly, for the most part, I feel like the majority of the dog moms that do a lot of the load, like for example, I am the dog mom. I am the one that Coda goes to for everything. I am the one that feeds him, does his cares. I do the majority of like everything. So for me, my value would be having the day to myself, and that would look like having a spa day pre-booked for me, and being able to go out and get my own lunch, having maybe a hotel booked for the night just for myself. Like it can be local, but like just to like literally have a full like 24 hours where like I don't have to cater myself to anyone else. Okay. But like I said, some might prefer being able to spend time with the family. So it might look, as an example, okay, it might look like going to her and saying, hey, I am trying to make plans for Mother's Day for you, and I'm wanting to know which of these two things you would kind of prefer, but if there's something else entirely different you've been thinking, please let me know so I can plan it. But I was thinking either we can go for a walk or a hike, we can go out and get some lunch together, grab some food and have a picnic somewhere with our dog, and we can go get a pup cup for him or her, and we can just kind of spend the day together. But if that doesn't sound ideal to you, my other thought was that I could plan some, I was going to book a couple appointments at the spa for you to have, and I was going to book a hotel for you, so that you can just go out, spend the day, and I'm going to make a list of all of the cares that need to be done for the dog, the entire routine. I have written it out, and I just want to get your feedback to make sure I haven't missed anything and that I know everything that needs to be done so that you don't have any stress while you're gone. Now, like I said, if she has other things that she likes to do, and you know that like if she had the free time, that is what would fill her cup, then paste that in. But if you really don't know, that's a good place to start anyway, because you've made the effort, right? But then the other half is that if she does pick one or the other, like then you have to finish making the plans. Okay, like where are you going to go hiking, how long, make sure that it's like an easy hike, unless she likes stuff that's hard. Okay, but that's a little nuanced. Or you're booking the exact spa place, and you're going to want to touch base with her on the appointments that she wants. Okay, and that doesn't look, once again, like asking her outright, what do you want? It's saying like, hey, I was thinking maybe I could book you for a facial and a massage. How does that sound to you? And if she's like, oh, like that one sounds good, that one doesn't, you could be like, okay, what I was thinking maybe then, would you like your nails done, or have your hair done or something like that? I just want to get it booked, but I want to try to think ahead for you. So those are things that you could do. And then the last part I'll touch on really quick is gifts. Some people do them, some people don't. I would recommend doing like maybe just a couple small things. Look around the house and see the things that she uses frequently for her skincare or things like that, or snacks that she likes that she can snack on throughout the week. Get a few of those and get them in bags. Now you're going to want to do 2 different bags because of her being a dog mom, and you're going to want to do one from the dog. I would do another card with that, and then the other one can be from you. The one for the dog, like if you can and if it applies to you, totally recommend going and making one of the gifts like a gift from the dog, but something that they can both engage with together, like a dog toy that they can both play with together or something along those lines. If not, that's fine, but if it's applicable, that'll work. I just made it in 10 minutes, so let me know if I did good, or if there's feedback, put it in the comments, because this is just to help the guys, okay? Truly to help you all.